you come to Lisbon, do not miss this. Welcome to Rob on Holiday. Today we're in Lisbon, or more specifically Almada, which is south of the River Tagus. We've got to see one of the top attractions, the Cristo Rei. The Cristo Rei is one of the most iconic sites in Lisbon. However, since it is situated across the river in Almada, many tourists choose to skip it on their trips. In this video we're going to show you how to visit the Cristo Rei and why it's absolutely worth doing so during your time in Lisbon. Since Cristo Rei is located on the opposite side of the river to Lisbon's historic centre, it takes a bit more planning to get there. There are two main ways to get to Cristo Rei: using public transport or getting an Uber. First, let's talk about public transport. To get to Cristo Rei, you will need to take a ferry from the Cas de Sodré ferry terminal. The ferry costs €1.40 per way, but is included on both 24-hour transport and Lisboa cards. Ferries leave approximately 3 times an hour, and it takes 15 minutes to get over to Casillas on the other side of the River Tagus. Then you take the 3001 bus straight to Cristo Rei, which takes a further 15 minutes. Taking into account the waiting times, make sure to schedule an hour to get from your starting location to Cristo Rei if using public transport. Using public transport is your cheapest option, but in my opinion, the best way to get to Cristo Rei is to take an Uber. An Uber from the historic centre to Cristo Rei costs us just over €12, which is a good deal if you're travelling in a group. The journey takes approximately 20 minutes and you get to drive over the 25th of April bridge, which was an amazing experience in itself. Finally, some sun in Lisbon we're going to enjoy today, and we've decided to start the day by seeing one of the top attractions in Lisbon, the Cristo Rei. You can see it behind me, Christ the Redeemer, well, Christ the King it's called here, based on the Christ the Redeemer statue, of course, the famous one in Rio de Janeiro. Now, top tip, we've got the Lisboa cards which would entitle us to a ferry across the Tagus and then a bus that can bring us up here, but we paid just €12, that's right, €12 from the centre of Lisbon to get an Uber and drive across the magnificent 25th of April suspension bridge. You got fantastic views across the river. The bridge itself is magnificent. Of course, you can see the Cristo Rei as you're coming across here, and we've got here before it opens. It opens at 10 o'clock. We're about half an hour early, but it's good to be one of the first here. And would you believe the tickets for this place are €5 each? That's it, €5. You can ride an elevator up the statue, and we're going to get the best view in Lisbon. So just a quick correction, the tickets are €8 each, which still is pretty good value. You can walk into the grounds for absolutely nothing, but of course to go up the elevator to the statue it's €8. Once you've purchased your tickets, head to the front side of the monument to board the lift up to the observation deck. The lift takes you up 80 metres, and then to get to the deck you'll need to climb a further 74 steps. The observation deck provides 360-degree views of Lisbon and Almada, as well as a close look at the Cristo Rei statue. On the way up, the lift operator told us that the statue itself is 28 metres tall and is 28 metres wide. Including the pedestal, the monument rises 110 metres into the air, making it visible from all over Lisbon. The Cristo Rei was built between 1950 and 1959 to show gratitude for Portugal avoiding much of the brutality suffered in World War II. The statue is a replica of the famous Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro. So we've now gone up the elevator, take an elevator 3 floors, then you have to walk 74 steps to get onto this magnificent viewing platform. And what a view! I've seen some views on my travels, but this takes the biscuit. You can see the whole of the Tagus River, the suspension bridge, the Geronimus Monastery, Belém Tower, the Pratia Commercio in the background. It's such a fantastic view, and of course the main thing, the Cristo Rei behind us. It's 28 metres tall, the actual Christ statue. The height, including the base and the statue, is 110 metres. It's absolutely mind-blowing. For €8 each, this is fabulous value as well. If you come to Lisbon, do not miss this. Once you've visited the observation deck, head out to the lower viewpoint. This is the best view of the 25th of April bridge available in all of Lisbon. The stunning rust-red suspension bridge was built in 1966 and renamed the 25th of April Bridge to commemorate the date of the Carnation Revolution, which saw the end of Salazar's Estado Novo regime. There are 2 levels to the bridge. Cars travel on the top level and trains below them on the second level. Unfortunately, no pedestrians are allowed on the bridge, although of course you can visit the Pillar 7 experience on the other side of the river. Now, as if going to see the Cristo Rei statue itself and climbing it wasn't enough, you have this fantastic view over the River Tagus. Watch out for the weather, because we've been here, we've had rain passing through and now it's sunny again. You can see the 25th of April suspension bridge behind me there. If you look out to the west, you can see the Atlantic Ocean, you can see all the famous monuments in Belém down there. And you look to the east, you can see Lisbon, the Praça Comércio, and you can see the Vasco da Gama Ridge all the way down there. It is 100% the best view I've seen. Just to reiterate, the €8 that you pay is for the elevator to take you up to the top of the statue. The whole Sanctuary of Christ the King area is free to enter, so you get this magnificent view for free if you don't want to go up there, if you don't want to pay or you don't like heights. If you're hungry during your visit, or like us, you just need to escape a rain shower, there is an on-site cafe serving full meals, cakes and pastries. There are also 2 gift shops, one at the top of the observation deck and another next to the ticket machines. You'll want to schedule at least 3 hours for your trip to the Cristo Rei, including getting to and from the historic centre of Lisbon. So my summary of the Cristo Rei, is it worth visiting? Well, if you've been paying attention, you know, definitely. I would have to say it's my favourite thing I've done in Lisbon so far. It's not unique, obviously, because there's other statues of Christ the Redeemer around the world, but its position in Almada overlooking the River Tagus is absolutely sensational. Looking down over the bridge and onto the city of Lisbon and seeing all the famous sites in Lisbon across the south side of the river is something unique and that you should not miss if you come to Lisbon. Thanks for watching Rob on Holiday. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Keep an eye out for more great videos.